me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Hey, pick your game up.
Check 50, check 50.
No, off.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. 60 yards.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Check safety.
General West. 5.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, Mariota. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Titans nothing. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A gain of a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Mariota. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set, 8, read.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
2.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
Freeman.
Outside coming.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Down, 10 Lobo.
54, Mike, 54. All day, punt. Hey, switch gears. Check 3.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Eat. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
10 Tucson.
Mike's my board. All day, just like that.
On 1st down, Smith. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Don't be mad.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Joker, 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 Joker.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
218, chopper. Now!
Dash, go now!
Now!
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Buzz! Mike's 55!
Back to throw, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 54. Watch the run.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
I got it.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Humphreys. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now Lewis here on first down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Titans first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And an alley to run. Dion Lewis past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
Watch the shift.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Watch the screen.
Here's Smith throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Smith. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't.
Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Smith. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Mariota on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Get ready.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
I got him.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
Here's Mariota.
All day.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Mike, 55.
Here's Freeman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Freeman. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come out here in the I. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check. Crunch.
On the ground with a tight end. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. As time expires in the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
15-yard line.
Running the jet sweep with Jones.
Run!
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Smith, blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And that is no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Mike 54. I got you, son.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. 5.
Freeman again. And an alley to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check pass, check pass.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Safe, safe, safe.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Mariota again. Caught right side. It's Lewis. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Mariota. And that is caught. Walker Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 15 now. Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Here we go.
Smith now to throw. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Check 24, check 24. Slam.
On 1st down, Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Check 24. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready? Mike, 54. You're out. Check. Watch 54. Not today, you won't. Not today.
This is Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. To Vecchio to add the PAT.
Let's go.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I got him. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
To throw Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Luke Steicher, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned The only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch. Wide. Get wide. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman.
Watch the screen.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Watch twist.
Hey, lock it.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. With it is Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. To throw is Mariota. Flush to his right. Out to the right to Humphries. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
Now Mariota. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mariota to throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready.
59. Mike's 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5.
Come on,
That one a first down pickup of 8. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd and goal, Mariota, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike 54.
Come on. You better bring
Now.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge
Ready.
there.
30 base.
Let's go.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. There's my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make it everybody nervous. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the... Okay, Coach. Well, outside the steamy summer air, it'll wear you down, but we are inside 72-degree NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
58, boys, 58, 58, 24. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
58 for Mike.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
We got to get the ball. D, get the ball. 31.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watson going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins, 59 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10 at their own 24. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there. First down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. Working from the gun, Manning. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Check 26, check 26.
Now the former Illinois man, it's Josh Ferguson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 64 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it.
And he's good.
Fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it.
bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. lasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch.
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.